All right.
Cool.
Hi, everyone. We are back for another focus session.
Yes. And today it's orange versus green, the new god.
Yeah, and the old goddess.
Yes, exactly.
So, Ketramose, I spoke very highly of it in our ban list discussion.
With the committee, yeah.
There was a misinterpretation of the card that was kind of involved with that analysis. The three words "during your turn" here changes the analysis of the card a little bit, but not that much. Yeah. So this is still a very powerful card. We have been trying to find the right list. This is definitely not it yet. It's going in the right direction, I think, but it's difficult to, with a card that's as broad as this and with a card pool that kind of can go in quite a few directions and has good cards in a lot of directions, like Orzhov does. So it's an interesting pile to build. We're trying our way through it. This is an okay list so far, and we're going to show it off. It's probably the most powerful command zone that's been printed in a while. With the exception of the Modern Horizons cards that have already been banned.
And maybe Rafine from a standard set. I think she was the...
Yeah, especially from a standard set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think this was the last banger for our format, Rafine.
Yeah, probably.
Is there anything else we missed? Slimefoot was, to be fair, also... It's not directly from a standard set, but it was like from the additional set. I think it was standard legal.
But it's a commander product.
It's a commander product? Okay. Yeah.
So, that aside, we're going to try show it off. This is a focus session. This is the first of three matches, and we are using kind of decks that are being played in our community or that...
So actually,
currently playing.
So last time when we played Play Again, some people asked us to show some meta decks again because we try to bring up some fancy new commanders from time to time. Usually in the focus sessions or in the focus area. Now this time I think we found a very meta game or meta relevant commander.
Yeah.
That's why we also decided to show 3 meta matches. First one will be against Azusa. This is based on Koryash's list, I think. That's a French player who is very much into lands and Azusa overall. Very powerful. I think we said that in one of the latest podcasts that Modern Horizons 3 brought a lot of cards to this deck. It increased the power level of all decks, but...
And Azusa is a list that every now and then there's a card that's printed for it, and it's been a while since we've had her on cam. I think it's a pretty rewarding deck to play a lot.
Definitely, yeah.
And to kind of every now and then pack out your Azusa deck. It's gonna get a couple of wins. It's gonna get a couple of losses.
It's very hard to prepare against this deck.
Yeah.
Like you can learn to play against it. You have the Glacial Chasm line against most aggressive strategies, and you can just grind your way through, either in addition to a Skewed Swarm, or you find yourself a Dark Depths or whatsoever, and then in the right time you can just sack the Glacial Chasm and swing back.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about Azusa is that it's been around since before the banning of Wasteland, and the banning of Wasteland kind of changed the dynamic of the deck, where most decks don't have a way to interact with an opponent's land, or maybe have one or two. There might be a Vindicate or a Tectonic Edge somewhere, or maybe a Field of Ruin.
Thalia plays Dust Bowl, to be fair.
Thalia plays Dust Bowl. A couple of decks play Dust Bowl, but they're not that common ways to interact with lands, and so you get to play the higher payoff lands. You get to play the bounce lands, and you get to play the Glacial Chasms and the opponent doesn't really have a way to interact with the bottom side of your playing field, and sometimes that's enough to make your way, to navigate your way through a game.
Yeah, definitely. A strong deck. I like to play it. I like to play against it.
Yeah.
And I think it has a nice position in the metagame. And we also intentionally picked some games that based on our testing, were not the easiest for Ketramose.
Yeah.
So I hope I brought up the 3 decks that are interesting. I think I did. But yeah, we also want to challenge a little bit what we said on stream. Yeah. Maybe we are wrong, maybe we're right. We will see. Let's see who's starting the game.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be me at some point. Nope.
This is, I was like randomly. I was not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the just did I say it's the 8th time in a row?
Yeah.
That I win paper scissors rock, and it's not agreed. Just to say that. We could also do a die roll next time, so you might win at some point. We will resolve mulligans and get back.
All right.
We're starting.
We have 2 things, or I have 2 things to kind of pre-game about. So first, this is, I think, the first dual commander deck that I've played that gets to play Serum Powder. My commander is online as soon as I play it, and I get to start attacking with it right away. Yeah, this is Serum Powder is a card that I've wanted to put in a deck for a very long time. I think it's super cool. There's a couple of modern decks that get to play around with that synergy. For example, with the we had him a couple of games ago, the Ulamog, where you get the Serum Powder with the Ulamog. Yeah. You've already got a big creature in exile, and then you can, through the breach, Ulamog into play and wipe the opponent's board, things like that. And then my second pregame action
is a Gemstone Caverns. Because you don't have enough cards in exile yet?
Yeah, which lets me put a... Doesn't really matter that much. Lets me put a swamp in exile.
I mean, you can put it over there. Yep. And then you have a luck counter on it. So it makes any mana.
Yeah.
Then I can start the game.
Then you can start the game.
With a Hickory Woodlot.
With a Hickory Woodlot.
Last turn.
Yep. I will draw. I will play a land and cast a Nihil Spellbomb and pass.
Draw for turn. Play a land. Play my commander.
Yep.
I play a forest and another forest.
Yep.
And a Delighted Halfling.
Okay.
Passing the turn.
I'll fetch.
Yep. Go to 19.
So Surveil with the backstreet. This card is fine. Then untap. So I'm putting my exile on the right here, since there's a critical mass to them, and it's good to see it.
Yeah. So you guys know if Ketramose is online or not.
Yeah.
Since you introduced your Serum Powder, we all know it is.
And then I will play an Isolated Chapel.
Yeah.
And cast my commander.
Yes, you have it.
Since you have no cards in graveyard, my Spellbomb doesn't really do anything, and I don't want to draw 2 cards off it, so I'll pass the turn.
All right.
I can exile my own graveyard, but it's not that necessary yet, I don't think.
So here's the first decision already. Play Lazartep Quarry and the Castle Garenbrig.
That's a lot of creature mana.
That's a lot of creature mana indeed. Yeah, I think I will go for a Titania's Command.
Okay.
I will definitely search for 2 land cards. And I think I will produce 2 bear tokens.
Okay.
I will search myself a Yavimaya and an Eye of Eugen.
Okay.
And then I will pass a turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I'll play an Urza Saga.
Yes.
Trigger. And follow it up with a Parallax Wave.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Then exile 1 bear.
Yep.
Draw a card. Yeah, this is a card that's gets put into exile. Lose a life.
No, tokens are no cards, right?
I'm pretty sure they're cards as long as they're in play and then they hit exile for a second. We can look it up. So any judges are feel free to correct us in the comments, but I am pretty sure that this is how it works.
We couldn't find anything, so you're going to exile the first bear?
Clarification, I exile a bear since I am exiling it, I lose a card, draw a light. I've already done that once.
Yeah.
I'll do it a second time as well.
Yeah.
And I actually... You have, no extra land plays initially, so I think I'm gonna take the halfling. I don't think I'm even gonna take the halfling. I will attack with Ketramose.
Yeah, and you gain back 4 life.
I gain back 4 life, and then it's your turn.
Then I draw for turn. I drew a Rishadan port. Yeah, 4. I'm gonna cast a Microspawn with Kicker. Costs 2 less because I have the Eye of Eugen.
Well, no, you still need... Okay, so you're sacking it? Yeah, okay. Exactly. It doesn't have to die, you can just tap it with Yavimaya, right?
It will die.
Okay.
Then I would exile your Azusa Saga.
Yeah. So, Ketramose does not trigger in this case.
Yes. I'll go for a Fieldless Commons. Bounce back my forest. And I'll play the forest. And then I pass the turn.
Yeah, so you have 7 mana to activate the Eye.
That was the plan.
Yeah, I will untap. Wave ticks down by 1. Draw for turn. I will play a land. Cast an Emperor of Bones. Go to combat.
Yeah.
Exile your
Woodlot, I guess.
Woodlot.
Yeah.
Draw a card, lose 1 life. And then
attack for 4.
Attack for 4.
Yeah.
Then I'll... It's okay to do this now. Sack the spell bomb.
Yeah.
Draw a card from pay for the spell bomb. Yeah. Lose a life. Draw 2 cards. And then I have 8 cards in hand, so I go to discard and discard a Tithe. This is my graveyard. Your turn.
End of turn, I would like to activate?
Yeah.
You can still decide to exile it with this. Maybe you have a Solitude. This would be great. But I think controlling your turn is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Then I go to my turn.
Yeah, in your upkeep, I will cast an Orin's Chant.
Ooh.
So you can't cast spells this turn.
That is sexy. That is sexy. Then I draw a card. And that's a good one. I like that. I will pass the turn.
Okay.
In your upkeep, I would like to flash in my Talon Gates and face out your Ketramose. How do you like that?
That's fine.
Scared, Potter?
I think you should be scared, Potter.
Probably I am.
I'll untap, I'll draw.
Because you have a Cataclysm?
No, because I have a Hymn to Turok.
Oh, okay.
Discard Emrakul, combat, nice exile Emrakul, and hit you for 13 in the air.
Good one. I thought I have you.
Nope.
But the Orim's Charm did the job?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay, game 2. All right.
Game 2.
Yes. We're both on 6?
We're both on 6.
I had to mulligan. This deck is not the best deck to take mulligans. Yeah. My deck, I'm talking of Azusa.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I will start with quite a good one. Exploration into the Tanglespan Bridge Works.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's a fight spell.
That's a fight spell. Okay. Yeah. I'll draw and play a fetch and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Play Radiant Fountain, gain 2 life. And I'm going to play a Sylvan Scrying.
Okay.
So, the seasoned Azusa players will tell me whether or not that's wrong. I think this is currently, you know my hand, this is the best find I can get.
Okay.
I think like Eye of Fusion is too far away from an activation. I have no Yavimaya Urbox, so it produces some mana itself.
Yeah.
And the rest of the things are, I cannot search for Dark Depths or Thespian Stage without. I mean, this is, by the way, a combo that I don't really rooting for against your deck because you have a bunch of exile effects.
Yep.
So that's not my favorite one. Gonna go for Delighted Halfling, and then I pass the turn. So if you have a better suggestion, maybe it's also against your commander going for Mace of Ith.
I'll fetch for
a Fatal Push, yeah.
It's an interesting thought. I think most of the targets that I want to Fatal Push or that I want to kill are above 4 mana.
Yeah.
And I'm reducing you by 1 mana. You are only drawing cards through the War Room, so Azusa isn't going to hit the battlefield that soon.
I mean, Azusa is not relevant right now, right?
And yeah, because you have the exploration, so I'm not pushing Azusa, and then I think it's fine to push the Delighted Halfling.
Last game, it provided me the colorless mana that I needed for the dude.
Now you have to.
I mean, later on I had it, but at the point it was in my hand and I made the...
Yeah. Then I'll draw for turn.
Yeah.
And suspend a Profane Tutor and pass the turn.
So this can be dangerous. I'm going to fetch. For a forest, obviously. And then I'm going to activate the War Room. Oops, to draw another card. That's not too bad. Found a Rishadan port.
That's pretty good.
I think so too. Then I will pass the turn.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. Draw. I'll play a Surveil Land.
Yeah.
That's fine. And an Arcane Signet. And pass the turn.
End of turn. I'll play a Willy Tutor.
Yeah.
Just realized I don't have to shuffle that hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle again anyways. So I draw the prime time.
And in your draw step, I will silence you.
This is so fucked up, man. And now I can concede.
Well, not quite.
Of course I can.
Found a way. You're still top decking, and you have a War Room active. So I have to start killing you first.
Okay, I'm gonna activate the War Room. That's pathetic. Go.
Yeah. So this actually resolves in my upkeep. So
yeah, I will tap down a Scrubland in response.
Okay. So I'll draw, and
found a land.
Did find the land.
That's brutal.
So I'll keep the Scrubland around.
Yeah, I will. And you have the Arcane Signet. I will stick to my green mana. I think that's what I should do.
Then it's your turn.
So the awkward part was, now this would be great, of great use. I actually put down how's that card called? Not Dredge from the Loam, Life from the Loam. Because I thought, this deck has so much grave interaction. My Misty Rainforest is never going to stick.
Yeah.
And we're in a situation in which you didn't present any graveyard hate, and now it would be the perfect timing to make use of the card.
Yeah.
This is very, very
I think
awkward.
it's absolutely correct, but there's nothing you
I can do about it, yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
If my draw is...
I will play lands. And I'll play another land and pass the turn.
I'll draw. So this is not what I'm looking to draw, but you know, it's fine. Actually, I think I'll have you remove a card from your graveyard.
I choose that, right?
Yeah.
Or is it? Oh no, remove the bottom card.
The bottom, okay, so the Sylvan Scrying
The
goes.
Sylvan Scrying, and I will draw with it right away, just because I want to get to 3 mana, and I will
Probably take one of the best lands, maybe Richardon Port. Or War Room.
Yeah, I think it's a War Room.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Yep.
And draw a card. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you found a land. Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's... So this is actually not a land anymore, but a sorcery. I got a Shifting Woodland. Nothing too crazy, to be fair.
You don't have Delirium active either.
I do, right?
You have instant.
Instant, land, sorcery, and creature.
What? Is this a sorcery or an instant?
Yeah, it's in sorcery.
It's a sorcery,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why the card is probably not too crazy.
Yeah.
If I draw that next turn, I think I will play Azusa here.
Yeah.
Pass.
I will fetch end of turn for a Godless Shrine.
Interesting game.
Absolutely.
Most people would probably concede when the opponent presents a Cataclysm, but you know I have the Titan in hand, as long as you don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
If I find some lands, I mean, I can find a Crucible, I can find a Ramunap, something that gets back lands from from the graveyard, so...
Absolutely.
It's not over yet.
I'll draw. And cast my commander.
Yeah, you have it.
And pass the turn.
Come on! Almost attack for 1.
Take 1.
Fetch land, pass.
Okay. I will draw.
I get closer to my goal.
I'll play a Ganyo. And actually, what's better here? You get to cast it anyway. I think it's better to go Skyclave. I'll take the Exploration.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Then I'll draw a card.
Reminder. Yep.
And it's your turn. We have 3 cards in exile, I think. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, I can also do this the same way as you.
Yeah.
Then I draw for turn. Why?
No land. Faded a land.
I have a mulch.
You have a mulch. Yeah.
4 cards. 1, 2, 3. That's awkward.
Really awkward, yeah.
And the rest into your graveyard.
On top.
Yeah. So maybe I should have shuffled instead. This is definitely the wrong land.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
If you can get it into your graveyard, if you Shifting Woodland it, you get instantly...
That is true, yeah.
You get an instant 20/20.
Yeah. I think I pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I'll draw.
You know, I was intentionally not fetching, because even if it's just like a minor chance, you reduce the amount of lands you have in your deck.
Yeah.
And thereby the chance to draw some lands, but, well, seems I was punished. You have no cards in exile so far, right?
I have no cards in exile.
Okay.
This is a very awkward hand. I think I just have to... Actually, I could draw 3. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, I will cast a Parallax Wave. Exile your commander. She goes under.
I think she... Does she? Okay. I think she does not, no.
I'll draw.
Lose life?
Lose life, yeah. Attack with the Skyclave for 2. I could draw 2 more cards here. And I think I will. Exile the Skyclave, you get a token.
Yep. Sorry.
Draw a card, lose 1 life, and then exile the token.
Yep.
Draw a card, lose 1 life. Your turn.
My turn. Okay. So this is the land that we're searching for.
Yeah.
It's very sad that I don't have cast this guy. I think what I will do is we're gonna go for 2 ways of pressuring you. I think it's the Eye of Eugen and the Thespian State. This is not. I think this is not a worse plan.
Yeah.
Again, there are a couple of options. I could also go for like Bounce Land, Boseiju to get rid of the Parallax Wave. I don't think the Parallax Wave is too valuable here, to be fair.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Shifting Woodland is good. Doesn't do that much. I could go for Lazo Tap, make a copy of Woodland Bellower next turn.
If I don't, I mean, you're still waiting for me to just draw graveyard into.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to not interact with my
yeah.
graveyard all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe this is probably the best line. I can just wait until your Parallax Wave ticks down, then I can make the token and you have to present some interaction. Go ahead.
All right, I will untap. This ticks down by 1. I will draw.
Die Burg Eiganius.
I think I'll do that first. I will cast a Solitude, exiling this. So you gain 6 life. I lose 1 life, draw a card.
This is this way.
I draw the card first. Sorry, I draw the card first. I have...
What do you mean you draw the card first?
I let the exile... So Solitude is in play.
Yeah.
I let the exiling of the prime time resolve first. So the Solitude... So the escape...
Well, that's always how you stack it.
The evoke trigger is still on the stack. And I think I will path my Solitude.
Okay.
Yeah. So Solitude passed, I get a...
No, you first... No. While the spell is resolving, it's exiled, and then it goes... True.
Search first.
Yeah. All right.
Swamp and play. And then I draw a card and lose 1 life. So we're currently at 6 cards in... No, we're at 7 cards in exile, because my Skyclave is in exile.
Yes, that's correct.
So I get to attack with Ketramose. I get to attack with Ketramose. I still... Did you already take it down for the path?
I think I did, yeah.
Okay. You have no cards in hand, right?
No.
No cards in hand, okay. Yeah, attack. Gain 4.
Yep.
Up to 1 target on that.
Yeah.
It's also a
You
opponent.
don't control. Yeah.
It's also a opponent.
Yeah.
Or you don't.
Just checking.
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll tithe
Yes.
for 2 planes, play 1 planes, and pass
Pass the turn.
Pass the turn, yeah.
Draw cards. I think I will make a copy of the Shifting Woodlands.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Yeah. Draw. Play a land. I will go to combat.
Yep.
And attack for 4. Go to 20. And pass turn.
Yeah, end of turn. I would like to activate the. Wait, how many cards do you have in hand?
6.
You played your silence already,
Yes.
right?
Could still have Orange Charm.
You could have Orange Charmed. But this is the play that is harder to go around, I think. And also, next turn I could do that. Yeah, I think instead I will actually search for an Eldrazi. My turn?
Yeah.
Upkeep, draw. Any casts? Arms Chant.
Nope, you're good.
I'm good. So I have creature, land, instant, sorcery. So reduced by 4, reduced by 6, so I pay 7 for that. Which means I'm going to try to hold that open to still pressure Samuel, and then I pay 7 for my Emrakul.
Sadly, that resolves.
Okay, I target you.
Yeah. And my answer to the Dark Depths was a Wandering Emperor. However, I cannot get rid of the Toxic Delusion in my hand.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I can pay 20 life and Samuel is just dead.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, I drew this one off of the, so he has some company by itself.
Yeah.
Okay, game 3 then. Okay, back to the third round.
I lost the last round to an Emrakul paying 20 life to a Toxic Deluge. I get to play a Shizo and Thoughtseize You. So hopefully I can prevent the turn 2 Azusa. I can prevent the turn 2.
Okay, you take the halfling. Yeah. You cannot, I have a crystal win.
Oh, then
I'm pretty sure you should take the finale, right?
I think I can take the finale a different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then my turn. Yeah. Let's go like this and pass the turn.
Lost 2 life. Draw. Play a land.
Yep.
Does that change anything? No, it doesn't really. Pass the turn.
Then I crack.
Yep.
Cast my chief.
Yep.
So 2 more. This one will be a copy from the Crystal Wayne. Or will it? Actually, I think I'm gonna go for the safe line.
Okay.
Trying to
regenerate Azusa.
Keep my Azusa, maybe it's relevant, yeah.
End of turn, I will taint it back.
Okay.
So this is another way to basically instantly get Ketramose online.
Yep.
So I will... Oh, that hurts, hitting these two. I can... So Relic is probably one of the best of the...
I think in response I would like to fetch so you don't have any instant interaction.
Okay.
To deny my my regenerate.
Yeah.
If it's necessary.
I will have exiled 4 cards, but I don't think I want to take any risks. Oh, that's the Surveil land goes as well.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Not the best pact.
Is this okay? I think this one's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the Dark Ritual. So I have 7 cards in exile.
Yep.
3 of them are fetchables, and I have a fetchable in play already. So all I'm fetching to is Godless Shrine and 3 basics now.
Yeah. Maybe
untap, draw.
Kind of land deny that I need in order to stand a chance here. We will see.
I will play a land.
Yep.
And I think I get to start doing this right away. I will Dark Ritual.
Yep.
I will play my commander with a white.
Yeah.
1 black floating. Phyrexian Furnace. Remove the bottom card of your graveyard.
Yep.
Draw a card, lose 1 life. And is this good enough? No, I think that's fine. Yeah, your turn.
I think I will play a... This adds a... No, that's okay. Bit of Offerings. Exiling your 3 cards.
Okay, so this makes a black mana.
Yep. Then I have an Echoing Deeps, which does not copy any land. And I mean, I could do that, but that's not really what you want to do, I think. Is it? No, I don't think so. Then I play a bounce land, returning. Well, actually, I return the forest. I will not play the Echoing Deeps. I will just return the forest and replay the forest.
Okay.
Probably that makes more sense. This one is online. I will just pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Okay. Activate the furnace.
Yeah.
Draw a card, lose 1 life. Cast a Grief. Summoner's Pact. Finale. So I'll take the finale. Play a land and Cataclysm.
Again.
From the Silent Clearing.
That's not bad, I guess.
This graveyard.
That's not bad. Yeah.
And attack for 4.
Yep.
Your turn.
I'll copy a forest.
Yeah.
And pass a turn.
Untap. Draw. Furnace. You.
Yep.
That's 1 life. Land. Attack with Ketramose.
Yep.
Yeah, pass.
This would not work. Yeah, so I think I will cast the Pact. Looking for Ramunap. This game looks pretty much over. Against the second resolution here. So I will cast a Ramunap.
Response. Response. Crack the Furnace. Exile. You have a forest. Exile the. Exile a forest. Draw a card. And Fatal Push Azusa.
Okay. Well, then that is probably GG. I will replay a forest then.
Yeah.
And I will attach a Utopia Sprawl.
Okay.
Calling green, and it's your turn.
Yeah. I will untap.
But I think
I'll draw. I mean,
that's quite hard to get out here. I have 2 more turns.
I attack with Ketramose.
Yeah, actually one more turn.
Why one more?
I have the next one. Then you, then you attack, and then I have another one. So two in total.
I cast a demonic.
Yep.
And with the demonic, I will get this card.
So there was a minor mistake, I think. I mean, it doesn't play around Cataclysm. There was like one situation in which I was thinking about copying the Crystal Vein because I didn't think about the fact that you would sacrifice your furnace for... Then again, you cannot interact on that. Yeah, solituding is fine.
Exile Parallax Wave.
You draw a card, lose 1 life.
Yep. Play a land.
Yep. I have to pay the upkeep trigger.
Yeah.
For the pact. Then I draw a card. Now I have 2 more turns again. I will not concede, pass.
Okay. Enlightened Tutor.
Yeah.
Turn. Now, I think I am just getting... Oh, I put the relic is in exile. This? Does that? Yeah, that's fine. I'll put Ghost Vacuum on top.
That's rough. That's rough. Not sure if this one finds anything.
Untap.
Yeah.
Draw Ghost Vacuum. Play Ghost Vacuum.
Yeah.
You don't have a creature, do you?
No, I don't.
No, then I'll Ghost Vacuum Solitude.
Yeah.
Draw a card, lose 1 life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking to draw. A land, attack for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, gain 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Then I draw. This is not a card that will help me to find an answer. I think I will play a Zenith for 4.
Okay.
Maybe the Fears is the gamble.
And the Courser?
I will probably just go for Oracle and try to find more lands, and maybe I can get out of that.
Yeah.
It's quite unlikely, but I mean I have some lands from top now. 2 land, maybe next turn.
Aha!
Perfect.
Tactical cut.
Yeah.
Untap, draw, and I will Jailer. Become the Monarch.
Yeah, then it's GG, mate. Well,
You're at 1.
yeah, what should we continue with? It doesn't make any sense.
If you manage to do something, I get to Bowmaster you down.
Yeah.
So 2 times, so Cataclysm is the card against Azusa.
Yeah.
If you can find it, try to cast it, otherwise it's quite difficult for Ketramose to go through. It depends on the... But as I said, like in the testings, so you were playing against a different Azusa player, you were playing against Mark, and I think you were quite lucky in your games, or he was quite unlucky.
He had a couple of mulligans and a couple of situations where I faded maybe 1 or 2 top decks.
Yeah.
But you also have the thing where, you know, there's sometimes there's 1 or 2 downtime turns in the Azusa gameplay.
Yeah.
And if you manage to cast Hand Disruption in those downtime turns, where maybe, you know, turn 3 Azusa, play 2 lands, and then they have the cards they want to cast in hand. If you get to Thoughtseize them then, or him to Turak them, then sometimes, you know, that can turn the game where it puts them into top decking, and then
True.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See you in game match 2.
Match 2.